I got it.
Welcome to HumbleRoads, where we play D&D. Should I sing D like that? I don't know. Hey,
Allinger would approve.
thanks. Yeah, Ben thinks he knows music, but, I used to play clarinet, so, he...
Great.
We used to play the recorder.
Yeah. I got all excited because we're obviously doing distance learning all the time, and one of the elementary school kids had his recorder out and was doing Dvorak's New World Symphony, and I was like hitting him with that Dvorak, info. Like, yeah, I'm like, ooh, are you doing the theme for Jurassic Park? No, you're doing the other theme. Well, that's fine too, So we were getting into it.
I played like hot cross buns. What is this kid learning?
Yeah, no, legit, man. Music education taking a step up, Dvorak.
On the recorder.
On the recorder, yeah. But we're not playing Dvorak unless we have a guest come up with his saxophone or something. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it's been a couple weeks since we played. So, Pua, why don't you give us a quick old recap?
All right, so at the start of the last session, we had the bad guy Crawl manacled and with us, and we were heading to the Avium. Crawl would continue to give us no information about the Vulpin magical person that was with him. As we head into thicker forest, we see an owl bear. We try to go around it. It's a baby. But it sees us, and its mom attacks us, and we killed its mom and left the baby sleeping, and it was awful. And then we continued moving on to the Avium. We had a rest. Benson started taking us the wrong way, unfortunately, which is not his fault. It is the dice. And then we shifted into undergrowth, where we saw a large panther-horned creature.
I forgot about that.
It was the forest prowler, and it jumped out. And it was actively hunting us. I didn't write anything else about that, apparently.
Oh, yeah, no, let me fill it in. 3 of you died. I think it was 3 out of the 4 of you. Yes, you did fight and kill the forest prowler.
Oh, I didn't remember killing it. Cool. And then we got to the Avium, and there were like floating platforms and and they rotated around a stone tree trunk, and it was really fancy.
Yeah.
Ooh, you drew it? Wow.
Yeah, if you guys want to see what it looks like, I mean, we could just use that.
I mean, my drawing's pretty rad.
It was pretty rad. We could also look at this
it's pretty
here.
close, though.
It is, yeah. So this is the Avium.
Ooh, cool. It looks like
Wow.
a space tree.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of sci-fi-ish in a pretty excellent way, I gotta say.
I dig that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that lighthouse.
Oh, they're like different biomes.
Yeah.
Those are all of the little floating stone islands around it.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
I want to check this place out.
Well, that's a good thing that you want to do that, because there you are.
Oh, before you continue, for those of us keeping track, we currently have 464 gold pieces.
Yes, yeah, for everyone working on that. Actually, I'll just read. This is what I left off with last time, right? 4 gigantic stone circular platforms float alongside several towers and spires in the air above you. These structures slowly rotate around a leafless and branchless tree trunk made from solid stone. The trunk towers hundreds of feet high, and the orbiting structures appear to connect to stone bridges, which jut out of the trunk near its upper levels. You see 2 perch guard in crenellated watch posts above the entryway to this petrified trunk. They greet you, and moments later, a robed, bespeckled raptor glides down to land at your feet. Let me see, because I think I have a quick descrip of this raptor as well. Okay. You know, she's like middle-aged minstrel raptor. And let me just make sure I'm not going to say something that is immediately going to be. Okay. And as she lands, she kind of looks around at the lot of you and says, yes, can I help you?
Excuse me.
Oh, you're excused, yes?
Forgot why we're here.
Snacks.
Are you whispering? I don't understand.
We're looking for information about that big giant mountain lava volcano.
Oh.
Is someone trying to listen in on...
Sorry, we're just trying to come to a group consensus. 1 second.
We
Yes.
need info.
Is that why we're here?
I'm sorry, who are you?
We're Team Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
You haven't
yes.
heard of us?
Yes, I'm sorry, the saviors of the Alderheart. We did get word that you were coming. That is correct. We didn't expect you here that quickly. You didn't take the road then. Did you cut through the forest? I hear there's been a forest prowler around. I hope you did not meet anything ill on your way.
Oh, we smashed that guy to bits.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, we killed some other stuff too.
Did you?
Yep.
Oh, what a shame.
We need more orphans.
Well,
We did make more orphans.
they're a rather rare species. And while, it is a bit unsafe to have that close to the Avium, we were hoping we would be able to divert it to another path. But, well,
I'm dead.
I am glad, of course, that you all made your way here. We got word ahead of you saying that you needed some sort of information and that we should, of course, give any assistance we were able to. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rice Birchwalker. I'm an associate professor here at the Avium.
I'm Pua de la Espalda. I'm priest.
Pua, yeah, I believe your reputations precede you. You, the tallest, I believe your name was Benson?
Close, yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Foreign sounding.
Beanstone?
Did I not pronounce it correctly?
No, that's right. Yeah.
Oh.
Bainson.
And you, I believe, are Rin,
Yeah.
and she looks at Q when she says it.
Oh, no.
Yes,
Oh, you-
yeah, that's me.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't get the fourth name. It seems to be some sort of inside joke. Every time someone tries to tell me, they say Quoth, and I say, Quoth what? What is her name? And then they just say Quoth. It's very confusing.
We also could just go by the symbol.
Well,
It's like a rogue name.
Sorry, I don't know Thieves' Cant. I can take you in. I do believe the dean is expecting you.
The dean?
Yes.
That sounds fancy.
Oh, it is? Yes. Here, come a little closer to the Avium, and we can head on up.
Up there?
Well, yes.
Are there stairs, like an elevator or something? It's pretty high up.
Well, I mean, you came from the capital, didn't you?
Yeah, there was a lot of stairs we had to walk. I don't know. I just don't want to take a lot of stairs again.
Oh, well, I'm sure you do want to rest after your long time on the road. Let's get inside and perhaps we can have you rest once you speak to the dean.
All right. Be with magic lips or something. I like that.
Okay. Yeah, she walks closer to you and walks over to a large central gate that appears to be the only entrance into the structure. She takes an amulet with the Avium's crest on it from like inside her robes and presents it to the giant wooden double doors. I don't know what that means. What do you think that means? She presses it against the doors, or she's like, "Hey, yeah."
Like what I do every time I pray.
Yeah.
Hua.
As that happens, all of a sudden, that crest of the Avium appears in light over the door and begins to glow. And with a very heavy creak, the gates push inward, revealing this inside. What you see is a main desk sits near the far wall, behind which a scribe is busy with tottering piles of paper. Several chairs and couches are situated around circular tables throughout the room, which is lit comfortably by floating braziers containing magical flames. Portraits of wizened birdfolk hang on the walls, each one wearing robes similar to those of your attendant. So the professor just gestures to you and says, "Here, we should walk over to this area."
Okay.
And she walks you over to this circular platform, right, that is opposite the staircase. And as Benson is kind of like eyeing that staircase apprehensively, not wanting to climb, you hear the professor whisper something under her breath, and all of a sudden, that stone circle that you are standing on begins to lift up into the air.
Fearsome, look! Look, we
taking
don't have to
you
walk up the
into the tree.
stairs.
No stairs.
Seems like wizard magic, though. It's not really any better.
You're so cranky.
You can see outside as this stone platform lifts you higher and higher into the Avium. These circular windows that show you getting higher and higher. And when you are, you would guess, about halfway up the tree, the platform stops. And you find yourself, I don't know. Where are you? Sorry. This is what happens when I get books, guys. I gotta come up with my own little woodland thing, then I'll just know what happens. And you find yourself in a kind of busy atrium. Yes, come, follow me. The dean's office is right down this way. You know what it is? Instead of just one, they don't want to do one big thing, a text block, so they give me all this description between. But really, I gotta read another text block, y'all. You and your companions enter into a round stone office. It is surrounded on all sides by windows, through which several spires and large circular terrariums can be observed slowly floating by. The many tables inside the office are filled with disorganized piles of books, and the desk is in a similar state of disorder. The sable Luna peeks up from over the books. Oh, wait a minute. I need a dean voice.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Like Dean Fog from The Magicians. You gotta go real deep, though.
Oh, please excuse me. I'm reviewing a few hundreds of these for my students. Excellent work, but one does not tend to lose track of time. I'm terribly sorry. and you see who you know to be Gabe Winsworth, the dean of the Avium, standing there before you. I can show you if I can get it close. Can you see it? Yeah, he's got.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. And as he finishes, kind of takes the book he's with and kind of like, oh, and then he plucks a feather right off of his hand and puts it in as a bookmark, and walks over to the lot of you. I'm so sorry about this. Please come in. I would offer you a place to sit, but I don't know that I have anywhere cleared.
It's quite all right.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Professor Birchwalker. That would be all. Thank you. And as the professor's leaving with a small bow, he comes over to each of you and gives you a firm, like, double-handed handshake. Each of you, before stepping back. And he says, yes, well, I have heard that you're in need of some information. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. I have been given some information about what it is you're here to research. Dark tidings, truly. I'm sorry it's come to this. Well, you won't find any information on something that old and powerful in just any library. Thankfully, the Avium was built upon the greatest stores of knowledge in all the Humblewood. Literally. Beneath the main building is the oldest structure here, a library, with a collection of tomes, folios, and manuscripts gathered from all over Everden. With any luck, that's where you'll find what you're looking for. Now, a disclaimer. Some of the tomes in there are a little deadly, but worry not. Our librarians are experts. They'll help point you in the right direction while steering you clear of the more advanced materials.
Great. Deadly books. Love it. So happy about that.
Yes, but if you are looking for information on this, do you guys... quick question. Do you know what the entity you saw was called?
No, I think all of
No, we all rolled.
I think we gave a couple chances to figure that out, and you guys rolled very poorly each and every time. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we want that.
Yeah, we're womp womps. We know nothing.
That is perfect.
Of course it is, Matt.
Yeah.
Is Lisa?
I know you've all had such a long journey. Well, you know, we really must get this sort of information. If you would like to rest a bit first, you may head to the dormitories. I'm sure you'll find suitable accommodations.
Are there snacks? Is there a cafeteria?
Oh, yes, of course. We offer some refreshments and sustenance to the scholars here. You are all also able to view any of the lectures that are going on while you are here. If you see something of interest, take use of your time here. And I forgot. And he goes over. And he gets, from, like, between these piles of books, 4 amulets identical to the one you saw on Professor Birchwalker.
Yes, I wanted one of those.
Yeah, and hands them to you. If you, it is I don't know how well you can see. The picture on it is like a bird's claw grasping the fire of knowledge. It's a little hard to see from the picture.
Cool.
Yeah, and says, these are for you. They should help you move about the Avium much more easily.
I'm gonna add it to my necklace. I got 3 charms now.
Ooh.
Yes. Keep in mind, these amulets are particularly given to researchers, which, of course, is the reason you are all here.
Yes.
Those amulets should give you access to the dormitories if you would like to relax.
Is it nighttime?
Um,
I'm asking you, not him.
yeah, it's not. It's pretty late in the afternoon, right? The sun hasn't quite set yet. But yeah, it's getting on a bit later in the day at this point.
So, like, we could have din and go nana.
Sure. Yeah.
Especially if we're gonna face some deadly books.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a
Yeah.
good plan.
How would we obtain dinner, Gabe?
Oh, you would
Dean
head over
Gabe.
to the dining hall,
Thanks, Dean, Gabe.
which is undoubtedly in a part of the Avium somewhere.
Gabe?
Yes.
Does anyone call you Gabe Wad?
Gabe Wad. No, I don't think I've heard that one.
Just checking.
A wad. Waddle? I'm not a Gallus.
Yeah, you wish.
Oh, rude today.
It's a long walk to the
It's
woods.
not Benson, it's Besson.
Yeah, this is
Bainson.
Benson.
so rude.
So let me reveal a couple things on the map for you. I'm going to try to remember to do that as you see things. So where you first came in is...
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, what did it do?
That's
What?
not not
No.
an entrance.
What? Undo? What?
Is that Gabe's office?
No, I don't think so. What I was trying to do was move that. The number 1 there is kind of where you first came in. And that should be... That's the central building, right? That is the dean's office, yeah, number 4. This picture over here, that's what you see, right? The picture to the left?
I see a little bubble on the left. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the dean's office.
Okay.
And let me put... So up there, where it says number 4,
Yeah.
is the dean's office. And then over here, with number 5, are the dormitories.
Got it. Where's
So
the dining hall, bro?
The dining hall is in that central building with number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, there's faculty offices, lecture halls. The large dining hall is in there. The infirmary. And there's also like a perch guard station there.
Cool.
Mhm.
Can we make the floor go whoosh down, or is that like an exclusive ability?
Does the amulet make the floor whoosh?
I don't think so.
How
So I
come
think
that peel-off person gets better clearance than us?
You called him the peel off.
peel off.
The name wasn't right.
Yeah, Professor Birchwood had to like say an incantation to make that work, and I'm not.
Listen, me and Benson have magic.
Bainson.
Yeah, I think you guys are taking the stairs.
Gross.
At least we're going down.
You are going down,
And then
though,
back
yeah.
up.
Not till tomorrow. We're gonna eat and oh never mind. Yeah, we can go back up.
Maybe we can hitch a ride with someone on the way up.
Can we get room service? We are Team Awesome.
But then we can't see the smorgasbord.
No, that's true.
I want to see all my options.
Hey, Dean Gabe, I'm just going to leave you on this note. Franchise cheese in the trees here.
Yeah.
I think you guys would make a killing.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar.
Hey, sweet summer child. Cheese in the trees. We'll send you some information on it. Just a quick introductional brochure.
Oh yes, I'll add it to my reading list.
We'll give it to someone else that has a little more authority in that area that will cover it for you, and just trust us. It'll be a hit.
Cheese.
Someone who's more in charge of operations and less in, here for learning.
Is this a business proposition?
We don't get any cut of it. We just think it's a really good restaurant.
Oh, the only thing that I would say is students here usually, they eat for free, and they might not want to start paying for food.
Well, maybe you could pay Cheese in the Trees. You could give them a contract, and the Avium could pay them, and the students could still eat free. I mean, they have a dining plan, don't they?
We should pay for cheese?
You should. We heard a couple of students on the way up here complaining how bad the food is. Said it's terrible.
Benson, roll a deception check.
You're not gonna.
Oh, terrible. I think that's solid.
10. Okay. Students complaining about the food here. Give me their names. I'll speak with them.
Oh, damn.
How would we know their names?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Just something to think about. Just keep that in
They
mind.
were birds.
They were
Birds.
birds.
Well, I suppose most of us are birds here. Oh. Okay. You all go right ahead. Get some food, take some rest, and good luck on your research.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Like what?
Goodbye.
Bye, Dean Gabe.
Gabe Lewis.
Okay.
All right, let's go eat.
So we're gonna go
Bread and lemonade.
to go to the cafeteria.
Yeah, I'm double checking to make sure they don't describe the cafeteria so that I can come up with that shit myself. And they don't, so that's wonderful. Ow.
Describe the food, please.
Did a cat attack you?
Yes. Sure. Okay, so you make your way down towards the central building for the large kind of communal dining hall. Like many of the rooms you've seen here, it's round in general with large columns kind of holding this big domed ceiling up. The food is kind of like cafeteria style, right? With you being able to go along the wall to all different areas. There's actually a pretty large assortment of food here, and a lot of different different kinds of food, right? There's a whole section of different curries. Some things that you're like, oh, what kind of meat is that? Oh, it's made of tofu. Isn't that interesting? Right? So, and kind of looking around and judging, you know that because this is a place of learning from all over the world, right? They actually offer different cuisines from pretty far beyond the Humblewood for people to try.
I don't know if Rin has enough time.
Oh, Kayla, you're a robot.
I'm stuck.
No, your audio is robotic.
Is it?
Oh, now it's
Oh,
good.
it's better now.
Is it?
Yummy!
Yeah.
I was like, what's happening?
Go, gadget cleric.
I wish
That was
I'd
the
been able to
commenter,
hear
dude.
it.
Oh my god.
You will be able to hear
Thaumaturgy
it.
I've ever done.
You will be able to hear it when it is uploaded onto YouTube. Don't you
Wow.
worry. All right, so that's you got some food. There's a good amount of people in here, and actually, as you're kind of looking around, scouting out what it is that you're looking to get, what you want, you notice a couple kind of clanking noises behind you, and as you turn, there are two walking bird skeletons. Two just humbled over, kind of clangy bird skeletons walking around with brooms and dustpans, cleaning up the cafeteria.
Oh, do something! Skeletons!
What is that?
That's pretty rad.
Do I have any magic left?
Ugh, what are you guys, new?
Oh God.
What is that?
Yeah, and so you look over, and there is this very suave-looking Gallus, right? He's definitely like the jock of chicken people, right? With just this like that. I don't know. It's not a waddle. That's the underneath, but that stuff that's and it's all slicked back, right? So it's sticking back, and he's like, "Ugh, those are the servitor skeletons. They clean up around here. Don't you know anything? What are you, first years?"
Excuse you. You're like 4, and we're Team Awesome, so you should shut your trap.
Roll a intimidation. That sounds intimidation-y.
A saucy roll.
Saucy.
How saucy I can be.
Yeah. Roll for sauciness.
One of the heaters up here is like really loud. Wow!
Oh!
Oh snap! You're like that Team Awesome?
Yeah,
Yeah, we are.
bro.
Listen, yo, I meant no disrespect. I didn't realize. Much respect. Much respect.
This
You're
is
so sad.
Can someone have Kevin Bunderboone's voice?
We'll see.
Okay. Just wait. Just wait.
I'm just gonna... And he just starts backing away like, yeah, good luck on your awesomeness. As he shimmies out and goes and leaves the cafeteria.
what
Have
else?
a nice day, suave jock guy.
And you have officially routed your first school bully.
Cool. Let's eat food.
Yes, let's eat food.
Let's all get a tray and start wandering around and filling it with delicious grub.
Yeah, and you do that thing where you only try, I'm just going to take a little bit of everything to try, and your plate just still ends up way, way, way too full. And it's good, yeah. Some of it definitely is using some spices you're not so used to, right? But overall, yeah, you get a little taste, and then you go, ooh, this is a weird combination. Oh, because that food wasn't supposed to touch. Nope, it works okay. As you make your way, not so slowly, but very surely through a large heaping plate of food.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Q, just roll a d20 for me.
Ooh. 30.
14. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it's no cheese in the trees, but it's pretty good.
I think the sheer quantity of food would make Rin happy, even if the quality of food was not.
And the food part.
And the free part.
I mean, that's pretty good.
I mean, if I have to like touch books and talk to punk ass book jockeys, they better at least feed me.
Legit.
Rin hates the library.
All right, I guess we're going to the dormitories to go to bed when we're done eating.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, after you're done, you trudge your way up the stairs. And no, they're not that many, but man, does it feel like a lot more when you have a belly full of food. As you make your way into the dormitories. Again, one of you presenting your little talisman that you got and putting it against the gate allows them to open before you so you can make your way in. You notice that another way that seems to head upwards has a gate in front of it that says it is for faculty. That does not open with your amulets, but the other way heading towards the student area. And walking down, not sure what that was, you do see a little sign on the door that someone obviously made that says, welcome, saviors of the Alderheart. and then someone underneath it has scrawled the word butts, and then drawn a little picture of a butt.
Spoiler alert, it was me.
Learned doctors.
But upon entering, you do find a pretty comfortable space. There's like a little table that you guys can sit at to talk or plan or research, a couple comfortable chairs, and 2 sets of bunk beds.
I call top bunk.
I'll take bottom. The better one.
Sucker.
Did look something like this.
That looks like balls. Butt balls.
My cheeks are very round, sorry.
And yeah, there you are. The room is yours. The Avium is yours to explore as you want. It's pretty close towards nighttime now, early in the evening. With whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna pray for a bit before bed.
You would.
Are there teachers like wandering around?
Walking through the hallways, you definitely saw a couple that you would assume to be teachers, be professors of the Avium. Some students are definitely right. It's not like this isn't a high school, right? It's not Hogwarts. It's not okay. All the young people are students. Some of the students are actually older than any of you are, but they're definitely here to learn.
The faculty that I see walking by, are they wearing their amulets?
They're not showing them. And you remember the other professor kind of had it tucked into her robes when you came in. Yeah.
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah. There really aren't any professors in the area where you're in the dormitory part that's specifically for students, but yeah, you saw people around.
I'm just thinking ahead.
Yeah, not conspicuously. No, they're not. Okay. They're not worn like here's my badge or anything. Yeah.
Okay. Duly noted.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna go sleepy sleep. I'm gonna go sleepy sleep.
All right. Are you guys going to take watches?
The way you say that makes us feel like we should, but I don't.
No.
If I'm being honest.
Is there a lock on the door?
Do you look for a lock on the door?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lock on the door. Do you lock it?
What a peculiar thing to say.
I think
I'm heard by a bunch of nerds.
I'm gonna lock the door.
Okay. You lock the door. You hear a click as you turn the lock.
And go to sleep.
Yep.
So we don't get murdered by a bunch of pimply teenagers?
That kid's coming for you.
Oh!
I don't know. He did say the first bully we thwarted.
Stupid nerds. They can come at me. I've got a coat full of weapons. What are you gonna beat at me?
I mean, I could take a watch if you guys want. I did pilfer like a whole pocket full of tater tots from the cafeteria there.
You gonna do?
So Rin is taking a top bunk. Who gets the other top bunk? What's the bunking situation?
Oh, I think I should be on a bottom bunk because I'm so small.
Top.
Yep, that tracks.
All right, yeah, the 2 girls get the top bunks. All right.
I'm gonna kneel down on the floor and pray before bed, though.
I'm gonna whisper,
Sure.
Rin, and I'm gonna throw tater tots into her mouth from across the room.
Legs instead with my mouth open as they rain down upon me.
Well, as you are sleeping, it's pretty restful. Yeah, no, night goes fine. It goes just fine. You all get the benefits of a long rest. You get all your spell slots, half your number of whatever they're called, hit die. So you guys are level 4, right? So you will regain 2 hit die apiece. And that's it.
Thank God we locked the door, guys. This could have been a rough night.
That was both me and Renee.
Hey, it's time for another meal.
Yay!
Waffles!
As you open the door to leave, are you carrying all your adventuring gear around with you, your backpacks and everything? Are you leaving anything in the dormitory?
Can we leave the door locked and only be able to access it ourselves?
You're not sure. There's like an inside the door lock. You don't know that there's necessarily a way to lock it from the outside.
Deadly books, guys. That's literally the only thing that's stuck in my mind from talking to that guy. I don't even remember who it was. I just remember deadly books.
Well, I'm definitely wearing my coat of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have shit. I wear my shit.
You definitely have a pack of some sort.
I'm taking our money and my amulets.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave my pack with like my rope and my mess kit and all that garbage.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Benson would bring his staff, but I don't think he'd bring his shield. So.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in.
Oh, I'm bringing my continual flame stick that I have.
Okay.
I'll just bring my daggers.
Okay. Sure. What, Pua, you're all armored up as you're walking around and everything?
I don't wear armor.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You have natural armor.
My armor is part of my body.
So you certainly do wear it. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Could you imagine if I took off my spikes
Yeah.
at night?
Ew. It would look like, when a hermit crab comes all the way out of its shell and it looks like a gross little spiral naked thing.
Yeah.
It looks like a curled up thumb.
I look like a naked mole rat. It's on my back.
No.
Hi. Yeah. Okay. I see you. Yes. I just can't.
Welcome to my life teaching online,
just
Matt.
wants.
Welcome.
She wants to be on the book. So, yeah, you guys are heading down to have some breakfast.
I think so.
Yes.
Okay, as you open the door, you look at that little sign that was placed on your door, and now on the other side from where it says butts, there is some new graffiti. Someone else wrote boobs and drew a picture of boobs, and then under that, and obviously different handwriting, someone wrote yes with 3 S's.
Okay.
I'm gonna poke Pua and say, "Can I have a writing implement, please?"
I will give her one.
And underneath it, I'm gonna write, "I murder all of you."
Okay.
XOXO Ren with a smiley face.
Okay. Does Rin have good handwriting?
Terrible.
Good.
Oh, come on! I already started.
All right. You head down. The breakfast spread is also pretty good. There are a pancake station. There is. Yes. There is a crepe station with both savory and sweet crepes.
Ooh.
Lots of fruits to have with your meal as well. A good assortment. Some whipped cream.
Oh.
Who is gonna have strawberries and cream crepes?
Some crepes.
Crepes.
I'm gonna have a sweet and savory at once. I'm gonna have a cheese chocolate crepe
Cheesy chocolate.
with chives and strawberries.
Benson's gonna get a more normal sweet crepe that Ren is gonna take when she realizes how gross hers is.
Gross, and I'm gonna eat yours.
It sounds like this is something that's happened before. 4?
Maybe. Oh. I'm also gonna put my tiny little like ma pop paw right in the whipped cream and just
Yeah.
as like 4 or 5 library students watch me.
Yeah, and one of them looks like he's about to say something, and that Gallus from yesterday was like, "Dude, don't even."
You know what's up.
Yep. Well, very full, well fed, and dropping your fair share of whipped cream onto the ground, that the servitor skeletons come and clean up quickly, clanking their way over. Yeah, where are you heading next in this big stone tree of learning?
We've got to get to the library, right?
I kind of want to see the murder books. They sound like the only good type of book.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you could murder someone with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so you are heading down to the library. Okay. So the library is the oldest part of the Avium. Because of that, it is down towards the roots of this petrified tree. So the staircase leads you back towards the entrance and down further. Let me see. What does it want me to tell you about this library? So as you are walking down, you do notice 2 stone golems, large statues of bird folk, on either side of this stairway as you start to go down. And as you walk, you think they are just statues until both of them at once, the heads turn to look in your direction.
Did you say golems?
I did, yeah. Yeah, they are 2 huge stone bird folk statues. Not too much detail on them. They're actually pretty simple looking. And you wonder why in this very fancy place they would have such simple statues until they turn their heads and look down at the lot of you. What do you do?
Yo, this place is creepy.
Hey, we got to show them our amulet. So we're supposed to be here.
The heads go back to their resting position as soon as you show those amulets.
I'm so smart. You could be a librarian.
Good job, Bainton.
But then we can
Thanks. All right. Let's go.
Okay. You start heading down, finding your way to the lower libraries. A series of rooms and corridors, shaped from right inside the tree's roots. Q, you actually feel rather at home down here as much as you have anywhere else. This reminds you of those lower roots of the city there, which is name I can't think of. Where you
The Alderheart?
The Alderheart, yeah, that's the one. Where you spend most of your time. As you are going, you do rather quickly come across a librarian.
Tap that.
Oh, good. I get to read another thing. Sorry. As you reach the bottom of the long and winding staircase, you emerge into a room filled with rows upon rows of large stone shelves, each containing several hundred books. Magical braziers illuminate this area, but their light strains to reach every nook between the large bookshelves. A swift strig sits reading behind a desk in the center of the room. As you approach, he puts down his book and eyes you curiously. Defenders of the Alderheart, I presume.
You would presume correctly.
We've got this guy now.
I think that's the guy that wrote butts on our sign.
He looks like what's his name from The Office if he was a bird.
Oh.
Dwight.
I am Mordain Swiftgale. I am the librarian down here. I understand you're come to do some sort of research.
Yeah.
We're researching the fire monster that lives in the
Scorched Grove.
That's the one.
A fire monster? Do you have any
Yeah.
more information about this, whatever it is?
It's approximately the size of a mountain. It's made of rock and lava, and it's causing all of the burning in the scorched grove.
It's me.
There were fire snakes too. We could use info on the fire snakes.
Well, without more information, I'm not sure where to lead you exactly.
I kind of feel like a giant mountain-sized fire monster is probably like only one kind of them.
Can you point us in the direction of, like, I don't know, elemental fiends, things like that? Maybe
Yes.
fire elemental? I don't know. I'm
Certainly,
just,
I can send you towards the research of elemental creatures. We have a section on that. You may also find information about these snakes you're looking for.
Excellent. I just want to. I'll start by looking up fire elementals because it seems like a good. You gotta start somewhere, and we don't know anything about it.
Mr. Librarian, I feel like you should be better at helping us come up with controlled vocabulary to enhance our searches, but that's just it.
I believe we have just come up with elemental creatures.
Actually, I came up with that.
It's fine. We'll start there.
So if you're looking for elemental snakes or elemental creatures of a certain size, that should help you narrow down your research there.
What else could be giant and made of fire? What other, besides like elemental, what other type of creature?
I'm not sure exactly.
You are so unhelpful. We're done with you. I'm just gonna like walk away.
Oh my gosh. Who is the most patient man on the planet, Mr. Librarian?
Are there a lot of candles around?
No, just the magical ones that are floating well above your heads.
I mean, can I just thaumaturgy and make the lights flicker as I storm away? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I want to happen is the lights
Sure.
to flicker.
Please do let me know if I can be of assistance. If you have an avenue of study, that would be helpful.
As I walk, I'm just gonna go, ah!
Who was so angry and so little?
I'm just going to wherever he said I could find the elemental stuff.
He didn't because you left too quickly.
Oh, he didn't actually say. Sorry. Are there any other professors around or like people I can talk to besides that guy?
You can make an investigation check.
Fuck that guy. I hate him.
Mordain.
10.
10. As you look around, You do see a couple people, but they seem to be students that are just kind of like furiously studying. One looks like he like definitely took some sort of study enhancement substance, as he is furiously like tracing words with his finger, but probably not actually catching any that he's reading. And someone else is sleeping with a book on their face. But those are the two people you find in this area.
Excuse me, children.
Which one are you going up to? The speed
are they
reader?
near each other?
No.
Feverish reader.
Oh, yes.
Where can I find information on fire elementals?
Fire elementals? No. I'm studying. I'm studying arbors, trees, the leaves, evergreens.
Herbologist. Got it.
What? That's not a thing.
Okay.
You should ask Oswald. He's the librarian.
Is
He
there
wasn't-
a card
Oswald.
Is there a card
Oh.
catalog? Is that what
You should
just
ask
asked?
Mordain. He's sorry. You should ask Mordain.
He's
We're
kind of rude.
Is there a card catalog, Mr. Student?
A card catalog?
Like a catalog.
Yeah, like every time you want to look something up, you have to ask a dude?
Who knows nothing.
Well, usually the librarians can point you towards a section, and then you look for the book in that section.
Is there another librarian?
Well, not in this part of the library, no.
And there's not anywhere that you look up your own books.
There's no type of system,
Look up.
alpha, numeric.
Well, once you're, like I look up the trees and the oaks and the pines, and then, I kind of know the section now because I look up, the shrubs and.
This just feels wildly.
This is the most disappointing library I've ever been in.
Is there a system? Is there a system? I don't need to know this system, do I? I don't think. I think my head would explode if I had to learn another system. I don't
know. One of the professors told me it's going to be on your next test. You got to know like all.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Gag!
I thought.
Sorry.
I thought it was just about before. My mouth is dry. Do you have any water?
No.
No.
Yes. And can I have vodka and a little thing? Can I just give him like a little bit?
Oh, thank you. I need some. Whoa! That's some strong water.
You'll feel better soon.
Yeah, just ride it. You'll be good.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna go wake up the sleeping person now. I'm just gonna keep marching my ass around.
Okay. Oh, what? I'm not even sleeping.
Fire elementals. Where can I find information about them?
Fire elementals? I don't know, dude. In like a book?
Go back to your rest.
I'm gonna
Useless
wipe his book
child.
on the table.
You do what?
Does he have a book in front of him that he was like asleep on?
No, he had a book on it. He's laying on his back on this bench, and the book was actually on his face.
Alright, so I'm gonna smack the book out of his hands and just go
Oh!
like,
You're useless.
Whatever.
and we're gonna walk away.
Can I look at what the book was he was reading?
Yeah, so actually
Is
the
it called Fire Elementals?
No, the book he was reading, it was an encyclopedia, and then he was definitely actually looking at the nudie mag that he had in the middle of the book.
I thought he was going to be reading boobs and butts from around the Humblewood.
Can I take the nudie mag out?
Ah, steal
Ooh, make a sleight of hand check.
that.
I'm saving that one for Brad. Da, da, da. I don't know what I rolled. 12.
Okay, let's see.
Oh.
Hey, man, that's private property, man.
Ew, it's sticky anyway.
Hey, I mean, holding it for a friend.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they all say.
Your boobs and butts yourself.
And as like, he embarrassingly stalks off, Mordain kind of walks back over to you and says, "If you're looking for the section on elemental creatures, it's over there."
Oh, so helpful. Thank you, kind sir.
I'm gonna walk in the opposite direction. Just for a minute. And then when he's not looking, I'm gonna go and go to where he said to go.
Do like the longest loop all the way around.
Round.
Yeah.
He doesn't see me.
So tiny, so petty.
I don't know. Pooh is feeling very petty today.
Okay.
Spicy poo, I like it.
All right. Are you guys there to do some research then?
Yeah, I guess.
Why else would we be here, Matt?
Well,
Are you stalling right now?
no. One of you. Well, I was assuming like in the section to do that. One of you can roll an investigation check with advantage, or two of you can roll investigation checks. Your choice.
Ooh.
I'm pretty good at investigating.
Yeah, I think.
I'm okay at it.
But Hugh, why don't you do an advantage?
Yeah.
Pew pew. 18.
Cool.
18. Okay, good. You spend the entire day there studying.
Wow.
And with an 18, you learn a couple of things. So as you're researching elementals, right? The first thing that, unlike other creatures, right, where you guys know you guys aren't the largest creatures in the world, but you're pretty powerful, right? With elementals, size does tend to correspond with power.
Awesome.
So, and elementals, particularly of the enormous size that you saw in the Scorched Grove, they are generally going to be elder elementals. These incredibly powerful beings with the ability to reshape the land in which they live just through their sheer presence. And in order to bring any such elemental to this, to your plane of existence where you all live, it would require advanced conjuration magics. That is just that those advanced conjuration magics. That's just how these creatures get to your plane of existence.
What kind of person would be able to do that? Like a really strong wizard?
Roll an Arcana check.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you would imagine like a conjuration wizard would be able to do that. Although they'd have to be a pretty damn powerful. What did I lose my camera again? Hey y'all. A pretty damn powerful conjuration wizard in order to do that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are we under the impression that it could be this that we saw?
Well, let me give you kind of the rest of the info that you have. That I have for you. I would also say that there are also people of the druidic tradition, right, using that natural magic, who also may be able to summon elemental creatures to their aid, right? But you all guys also know that generally, anyway, right, the druids of the Humblewood are working kind of against the Scorched Grove, or working to kind of hold it back a bit.
But didn't we learn something that someone brought it for help and then it backfired? Am I making that up?
Say that again?
I thought we had learned at some point that whoever caused the scorched grove was trying to fix something and it backfired.
Sure, yeah, there was something about that before that you learned from, I believe, the Tenders. You also learn today in your research that many of these elder elementals, right, they have traits of... They have the traits of one or two elementals working in concert. And that stories from across the Humblewood tell of a fire and earth elemental who may have been involved in the calamity that birthed the Scorched Grove.
Ha!
Yeah.
Calamity is always a good word to come across.
You also, later in the day, and you find the following passage.
Wait, Alyssa, did you just peel that off in one big piece? It was like taking off a jacket instead of like peeling it.
It's not very ripe, so the top didn't split.
Sorry, that was just like super distracting.
Sorry about that, guys.
That banana is at least a week away from me being able to eat it.
Oh, it's the only way I can eat it. Otherwise, it has to be blended in a smoothie.
Yep, I'm with you.
Or in muffins.
Yeah, or in muffins. But yeah, I'm just like, I like it when they're still kind of like coat your teeth and kind of have a little bite to them.
Yes.
I need all that tang gone.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're so mushy.
Once it starts to get just a few little brown spots on it, I'm all about
Yeah. Okay. Carry
Sorry.
on, Matt.
No, that's fine. You find
Talking about fruit.
in part of your research later in the day, you find the following passage. Elemental creatures composed of fire that also possess earth elemental traits tend to be incredibly strong and durable, and do not appear to retain their vulnerability to cold-type magics. However, cold-type magic should theoretically be able to... And then you cannot read any further, because the next page has been torn out of the book.
Great.
Well, that's ominous.
Oh well, we tried our best.
Same thing, and like as you find that, and it's like, oh, that's weird. You know what I mean? Like that's weird. That looks like it could have been useful, but all right. Well, okay. Oh well.
I'm 100% bringing this book to what's his name and being like substandard product.
And Benson over at his table a little while later, you're reading one of the books, and it says, this one's about elder elementals too, right? Elder elementals have strong connections to the energy of their aspected element. Their connection can be so strong that... And then the next page is torn out of your book, Benson.
Oh gee.
I'm going to give you those page fragments too so that you have them. I'll type them into chat.
Oh, cool.
Huh, that's wild.
I mean, seems a little suspicious that both books about these would have specific pages ripped out of them.
That is a crazy coincidence.
Are the books old?
So the books that you are reading, some of them are kind of old. You have to remember, these books, there's no printing press, I don't think. I think these are really like hand-scribed books, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
somebody
just trying to see if I could
ripped a
figure
page
out
out.
by like yellowing on the page if it was ripped recently or not.
That's okay. That's gonna be, I'll give you right now, a really high DC, but you can roll an investigation check, unless you can think of another check that you think would be better, and convince me that that would be good to do.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
21.
Okay. Hang on, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to...
It's okay.
Take your time.
We can't
Cold.
see what you're doing, but you
I'm
look like
typing.
you're in deep thought.
I'm giving you... I'm trying to type...
I can't type and talk at the same time,
Okay.
I understand.
That's that first little snippet.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then I'll give you the second one, too. So, okay, with the 21... Yeah, it's hard to... you can't really tell, like, how long ago that happened, but... like, yeah, you don't think it was, like, a suit... Like, you wouldn't think it was decades ago, right? Like, the ripped part doesn't have, like, browned and curled edges as, like, the end of the book does quite as much, right? So, yeah, you wouldn't say, oh, this was done 50 years ago, you know, or whatever, but you're not exactly sure when, you know.
Okay.
I would also say there is another section of the library you come to find that has, like, older books that they are worried about, like, decomposing and falling apart. They are actually... You enter, like, a magical bubble to look at those books, right? So as not to disturb or destroy them. But, I mean, this information that you find takes you really, like, the full day. So you might have to go and check out that part of the library the following day. And see if you can find things about elder elementals or anything like that. And then there's the second little snippet that Benson found.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's, I mean, that's like, you didn't think you'd be that into research, right? But kind of looking around, finding these things, going to different sections. Oh, wait, this book actually references another book. Can we find that other book? Oh, yeah. Oh, but it was misfiled. Oh, it's over here. Okay, we found it. That takes you really most of the day. Like, you missed lunch, right? You probably had some pocket snacks. But
We would have missed lunch. But...
maybe Rin leaves, goes gets lunch for herself, and then comes back down.
Sounds right. I think I probably my stamina was going down. Took a nap.
Yeah. Found an encyclopedia, put it over your face, said that bench looks comfy. Yeah. So that is what you were able to find, and you got an 18, right?
For what?
I think that was the initial goal.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, 17. It looks like. Oh no, it was with advantage. You're right, 18.
Yeah. So that's your first day of research, and that is, I'm gonna say, that's the information you get. But you definitely think that there is more information to be found if you spend another day particularly researching elemental creatures.
Should we tell the dean about these pages? It just seems weird that someone ripped these out.
Yeah, I don't really like it. I think that we probably should say something.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's go see Gabe.
Gabe.
Sure. As you're leaving, Mordain kind of looks up at the lot of you, that old wizened owl, and says, "Are you taking some books with you?"
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, just bring them here. I'll write down which ones you're taking out of the library then.
Well, these two have pages missing, so good job with your quality control.
What?
Yep.
Pages missing from the books. More than one book, too?
Indeed.
Oh, how strange. That's unacceptable. I would suggest you bring that directly to the dean. That's not the kind of thing we want happening here. No.
You're so smart. Like, we would have never thought of that on our own. Thanks,
Yes.
Morden.
Mordain, we don't take vandalism lightly here. Not in the books. These tomes are hard to come by.
I can tell. You take lots of things very seriously.
Don't have a card
A card catalog.
For Team Awesome.
Team Awesome patented card catalogs.
Yes!
Lost Empire.
Lots of money in card catalogs, guys. Lots of money.
Have you ever heard of Dewey?
I mean, there has to have some sort of organization system that's written down.
I told a guy about
Can't be.
things.
It can't be.
Wow, guy 1 passes down to guy 2.
Can't
Guy
be.
2 tells it to guy 3. It's perfect.
Insane.
Perfect system.
It's literally pandemonium. It's anarchy. There's no system. How do you keep track of the books that get signed out? How do you know when they get turned back in?
Writing them here in this tome, as he has this big, large tome that he's writing. You know, who's taking it out, the name of the book you're taking.
No wonder you're so bad at your job. You spend so much time doing paperwork. How could you possibly help people?
We do take the job here very seriously. I am
laughable.
Mm.
Is bullying him so
I know.
hard. He does not care.
I think this isn't Rin. This is Alyssa, coming through. Like,
Oh, yeah. No, that was my own commentary on how
Yeah.
crazy this is.
yeah.
Pooh is feeling very petty because Pooh takes really good care of all of his religious books and doesn't understand this lack of a system
Yeah.
or the inability to help people. I could tell you where any information about Ardia is. It's like my job.
Yeah. Everyone knows all about Fardia, and you don't even know that your books are like chewed up.
Well, I'm glad you brought it to my attention. I am just one strig, and there are quite a few books here.
All these law books here, yep. So we're just gonna go see our new friend Gabe and show him all the rat-chewed books.
Yes, please do keep in mind, while you are of course able to take the books throughout the Avium, they should not leave the Avium.
Well,
Got
we're
it.
not leaving the Avium,
Yeah.
so
Got it.
That is
Yep.
good. We need special permission from the dean to remove any books.
makes sense. At least something does.
Yeah.
Onward.
Tell the dean I'm very troubled about these books. Pages missing.
Maybe someone had to spit their food out. Maybe it was like gross.
Twice at the same kind of spot of each book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really hot.
Well, that's not the kind of vandalism we would tolerate. We'll
But
kick.
no. Or it was their favorite page and they wanted to keep it forever.
Hey, Mordain, when we were chatting with some of the students around here, they said that like one of them was studying like plants and stuff, and another one was studying like boobies and stuff. Are there like different like schools that people studied here?
Yes, we are, of course, the real hub of knowledge for all of the Humblewood. We have all different types of things. Many people study nature, whether that be anatomy or arboreal sciences. We also have, you've seen the floating terrariums around. We can simulate the life of different terrains as well, and Many of the students study in there.
So, like, who studies elementals?
Elementals? Well, I don't know who specifically. It would probably be some of the magic-using individuals.
So it's not like a professor of big rock monsters?
If there is, they're not on this page of the book that I'm looking at.
There's not a professor of arcane magic.
Several of the professors are students and teachers of the arcane.
Okay, who?
Depends on what kind of arcane studies you're looking for.
Elemental.
That is
Who is so impatient?
Yeah.
I am so over this guy's shit. He knows what we're looking for.
Elemental is not. That is not a school of magic.
Just give us one. Just give us one. The first teacher you can remember that uses a lot of magic.
We're looking for a conjuration wizard.
Conjuration specifically. I don't know.
Of course you don't.
Let's go asking.
Alright, this is because the DM doesn't know, y'all. I can't
Make
find
up
it.
a name. Come on, it's your job.
But, well, no, there actually might be a professor. It just might be on a different page of his book. Well, the books on conjuration magic are in that section over there, if you're looking to do some research.
I think we're done for today, but we'll bear that in mind for tomorrow.
Yes, well, go and tell the dean about those books, please, please.
I'm leaving a yogurt.
Okay, so no name.
Nope.
Mordain spends a lot of time underground.
Clearly.
See why they put him down here.
Pooh is gonna make the light flicker again on his way out.
Damn lights, what is happening?
Can I make them go out?
No.
No.
No, they are magical lights. You have to dispel them.
I don't think I have dispel yet.
Okay. Well, that is your first day of study. You learned some info.
We're going to see Gabe.
You go to see Gabe.
Yeah, hopefully
Alright.
Gabe knows a couple of his own professors.
Well, he's not gonna, because I can't. Let me be real serious about that.
You can't make up a name.
Professor Boobs and Butts.
Boobs and butts. Done.
Like all one word, boobs and butts.
Boobs and butts.
Boobs and
German.
what kind of instructor are you looking for? Conjuration?
Conjuration.
Wait, is this a library or a school?
Ooh, with the library.
Yeah, it's a school with the oldest library.
What do you-
I don't know y'all. I don't know who studies that particularly. Okay, but you go into the dean's office. A lot of stairs, y'all. You're coming from the roots all the way up this fucking tree. So by the time you get up to where the dean's office is, your dogs are barking. You had to walk by that main hall where the food is, and your tummies are growling. I would say except for Rin, but probably especially Rin, just cause. Yeah, as you go in, and you find the dean again looking through books. Looks up as you come in. Oh, yes.
Can we pause for a second?
Sure.
Caleb, your cat just like flew behind you, and it looked like he disappeared. Like he got sucked into the like stratosphere. Anyways, it was really distracting.
Oh, I'm sorry. He did. He's gone straight into space.
I was just like, where did he go? Anyways,
Right?
sorry. There he is.
Such a cute little bastard.
He just like jumped into nowhere.
What you doing in my water?
Oh, the Duke. Anyways, sorry, distracted by the cat. That's a cute chat moment.
Ah, no.
Well, Defenders of the Older Heart, how is it I can help you?
You really need to fire your librarian.
What?
Morden sucks.
Mordain Swiftgale. He's been the librarian here, for oodles of years. He does such a marvelous job.
He doesn't know where anything is.
Very passionate about his work.
He doesn't know where anything is. He also doesn't know that these books had pages ripped out of them. Here you go.
What? Hey, look at this! Vandals of the highest order! This is just bad. I don't like it.
I think a rat ate it.
A rat!
How now? A rat?
Or maybe not a rat. Maybe a normal person. Just seems weird, Dean, that we show up here to look at giant elementals, and the 2 books about giant elementals have the pages ripped out that would tell us probably all the things we need to crush it.
Wow.
That is strange!
Wait, you just now realizing that's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
Serious?
Yeah.
When?
Bless you, Lucas.
What?
Oh, God. It's probably when you were getting the lunch. That's probably where you missed the whole thing. It's fine.
Well, please do continue your research. If you hit any stumble blocks, please do speak to Mordain. He, I'm sure, will be quite helpful. I have instructed him to help you as any way he can.
So we hit a stumbling block. These pages are missing, and Mordain will be absolutely zero help to us.
Oh, well, I'm sure if he comes across the pages, he'll share them with you.
Wait, does Mordain keep... When people return books to the library, does Mordain get rid of those records, or does he archive the records?
Ooh.
Oh, no. He does keep very specific records of who takes books out. Although, do keep in mind, if someone was to read them within the library, there wouldn't be records of that. I imagine if someone was to vandalize some of our tomes, they may not want that to be recorded. Although, very good idea. That must be why you're the research saviors of everything.
What's it take to get access to this library? I mean, you just gave us little amulets and didn't really ask any questions. Can anyone just walk in here and start looking at books?
No, we're very exclusive here. In order to get access to the library, you either need to be a student, a professor, or have a special dispensation from the Birdfolk Council, such as yourselves. Although that doesn't happen terribly often.
Do you have records of all of the people that have come in that aren't students and professors?
Of course we keep track of that, although there hasn't been anyone for some time.
That's okay. Can we look at your records?
We will get those together and present them to you. Yes. Maybe give us a couple days to get our records together.
Why?
So that I can present them to you? And
You'll just like have them in a stack?
Should have anticipated our needs, really.
I mean, and he looks around his office, which is literally like stacks that are teetering over. There is definitely no wind in here, but some of them actually like they're about to fall, and he's like, it may take some time to make sure we have all the information.
Okay.
We are thorough here
Gabe.
at the Avium.
Dean Gabe.
Yes.
You know all of the professors here, don't you?
Oh, sure. I hired many of them myself.
Did you hire Mordain?
I don't remember. He's pretty fucking old. Probably not.
Are there any very powerful conjuration wizards here?
Me! That's my specialty. Why the fuck not?
Are you the rat?
What?
Did you eat the pages?
No!
Just think thorough, Dean. Calm down.
Yeah. We learned it from you.
Your name's Professor Boobs and Butts? Because I thought that's what we were looking for.
No! I am Gabe Winsworth.
Oh,
It's not the book off of there? You're kidding me. Christ almighty.
I'm just a good-natured scholar concerned with the well-being of my staff and students.
So, can I ask you questions about conjuration?
Nope. It's time for my dinner. I'm late. I'm famished.
Oh, you're a little squirrely, Gabe, but
I'm a hungry boy.
Can I, can I set up an appointment with you tomorrow?
Nope, too busy.
That's so suspicious. This is mad sus.
If you want to do research, you should do that in the library.
I have questions about conjuration magic.
Good, read it in a book.
I can cast magic too, and I'm just gonna like make light in my hand and go.
Damn, nice.
All right, Gabe is useless.
Gabe. Hey, Gabe.
Damn.
Look, I can do it too. And he holds up his hands, and there's just like a minor illusion of a plate with like steaming hot, delicious-looking food, and he's like, "This is what I want. What else can I help you with? Very quickly, my tummy rumbles."
All right, go eat your food, Gabe. God.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Gabe.
Hello.
So when you said deadly books in the library, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, they'll eat you right up.
But like which books? Because
Nom
we
nom
didn't see
nom.
any
The ones
deadly-
with teeth.
Where are those books?
And then some just have like batshit crazy spells in them. You don't want to try to cast those, you'll blow up.
Are they in like a secret part of the library?
Well, they're in the pot, a little off to the ways. Yeah, you don't really want to get eaten by a book.
Okay.
We don't keep those out front and center.
But
That
we
would
don't
be
need, like,
masochistic.
special credentials to get back there.
I don't know, probably.
Oh god.
Fuck. Are you drunk?
I'm sorry, is your school accredited?
Yeah, I think it's going well.
Or are you the only school around?
We are literally the only one. That's
Okay,
it.
that makes sense.
Oh no.
Just us.
Well, there's a monopoly. There's very low standards.
Yep. Well,
Yup.
it's been fun.
Go eat
Later.
your dinner, Gabe.
Hi, Gabe. Have a good dinner.
Peace, y'all.
Fucking psycho.
Be with you, and also with
Gabe skips off to go have some food.
you. That was wildly inefficient.
Guess we're gonna have dinner too.
Probably should have.
Yeah. Get that buffet.
Get some more research.
Yeah, you go down, get the buffet. You can be a little more picky tonight, choosing those foods that you know were the tastier of them from the night before. Yeah, it's pretty tasty. It's all good.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess bed, right?
Bedtime.
Yeah, so you guys go to bed for the evening, having found a good amount of information, particularly about elemental creatures, and these particular kinds of creatures called elder elementals. Upon going back to your dorm room, you realize that there's been more writing on the sign on your door. someone drew a picture of a dick.
Good.
And then underneath that, someone wrote the word dick. And then next to that, someone drew a picture of a bigger dick. And underneath that wrote, mine's bigger. And then under that, the first person obviously came back and wrote, nah.
Really interested in a world where we're all different types of creatures with presumably slightly different types of genitalia, and yet we all know what it is.
Yeah.
And butt.
Wait till you get to the echidna people. That shit's crazy.
Oh man.
And that I think is where we're gonna pick up next time.
Woo!
You did 1 day of research. There are additional things that I'll go over next time too that you can do while you're researching. Obviously, while you are here, you're researching particularly to help find out what this creature is. But there are other things to learn in this floating wonderland of stone learning.
Floating wonderland of stone learning.
Yep. That's
Cool.
what I said. That's it. I get really distracted when I can't see myself. I
Legit.
don't like it. I don't know why that keeps happening. But, all right. That's what I got. Thank you, everybody, very much. We will not be on next week. And it is TBD when we will be streaming again. But it's perfect time to just catch up. Watch past episodes. Watch other streams we had on this channel uploaded. Wonderful. More kind of traditional D&D type settings. Urban Shadows. That Urban Shadows stuff is going on if you want some vampires in the middle of Providence, or werewolves, or David Bowie. Yep. David Bowie is a character in that, so that's pretty wonderful. Thank you all for watching, and have a good one. Bye.
Bye.